Today on Queen City Supers, we're doing something a little special and a little different. We're taking a step back in time to see how two of our heroes first met, starting with Scarlet Sentinel and Kid Phoenix. How much do you think the two of you know about each other's identities at this point?
A little bit. Well, we have shared our names.
Maybe our screen names.
Okay.
So you haven't shared your actual names, but probably enough details that context clues can be used to connect the dots about who you are.
Yeah, like my screen name was like Kinetic Bird or something like that.
I am Big Red.
That's perfect. There's probably like a pretty popular like scene for like rumors related to like super nonsense.
Marcus probably vented about his dad a little bit. I probably vented about work.
100%.
Yeah. And then, yeah, like, just because we both know we are in the super community, we probably just kind of, like, chatted about some of the stuff we've done. Maybe my chip on my shoulder about expectations people have for people with superpowers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can talk a little bit of how, like, I feel a little overwhelmed a lot just based on what is asked of me all the time. Not because it's a bad thing, but because it feels like because I have such high expectations on me, like I also relate where it's like, oh, I could fall at any moment and everyone will know that I have messed up horribly and like it will be a bad time.
So the story starts one night while the two of you are on patrol, working separately, of course. There comes a moment where your paths are about to cross. And in that moment, you look around the corner and see two people struggling. There's one person in normal civilian clothes, while the other person is dressed in more dark clothing. And the person in the darker clothing appears to be attacking the person in the normal civilian clothes. And it's a pretty quiet struggle, but you spot it immediately, and there's no one else around.
So we hear it from like different angles too. So we haven't met up yet. Okay.
You two haven't seen each other yet, but before we get to what you do, what do the two of you look like right now?
Ooh, this is fun. Kid Phoenix does not have the cool leather jacket and haircut yet. It's like a very, very like short. It's not like longer-ish hair from before. It's very short, like clean cut. No leather jacket, just the tights. And in general, like I haven't perfected the flinging myself technique, so I am still like I'm using like a scooter to get places.
Yeah.
How about a skateboard?
Oh, actually, that's better. I'm yeeting myself on a skateboard.
I like
really
that
fitting into the Kid Phoenix. Yeah, so instead of flinging myself places Spider-Man style, or I guess telekinesis Spider-Man style, I am on a skateboard pushing myself essentially. And I've gotten it pretty down packed. Like I have a pretty solid handle on it. There haven't been any major incidents. But it does my capacity to get to crimes has increased in by a huge margin since in those last few years, coming up to present day. But yeah, no leather jacket, less hair, like more clean cut, and a skateboard that they use to get around. And you bet that he's going to be wearing a helmet because he cares about safety.
All right, and what about for Scarlet Sentinel?
Madigan's costume hasn't really changed too much, except so the mask that she wears present day just kind of more so clips on her nose and just kind of stays there, whereas the one that she wears now is much more of a tie around. And then instead of her black leather pants, she's just wearing black jeans because she can't afford leather pants yet because she just started her new job.
Oh,
yeah,
just show time has passed.
Yeah. Just little, small upgrades. And the leather jacket that she's wearing is still a little stiff because it's newer. She saved up for it, so it's still a little stiff around the shoulders and like the sleeves and stuff.
So we see these two superheroes pulling up to the corner, one on a bike, the other one pushing himself along telekinetically on a skateboard.
Scoot, scoot.
Yeah, you hear the Tony Hawk noises because I'm getting extra points by doing the little tricks.
Your patrols have been uneventful so far tonight, but as you approach this incident that you don't yet know is happening, roll to assess the situation as you see this fight going on, just on the side of the street.
12.
Assess the situation. I got plus superior, so actually it's a -1, which is fine. It's still a 7. I just barely make it.
My superior is a 0, so it's still 2 6s.
Alright, let's start with Marcus. You get to ask one question.
Oh gosh, a whole one question. What an embarrassment of riches. Let's see. I suppose, like, what here is in the greatest danger?
So you have the attacker and the person who is being attacked. Currently, the person who is being attacked is the one that's in the greatest danger. The attacker seems to be doing pretty well for himself.
Okay, that tracks. What does the other person look like? This is not one of my questions. One of them is a civilian, the other person is in, like, are they in superhero gear? Are they just also in civilian clothes?
Dressed in all black, wearing a baseball cap.
Oh, like doing a crime clothes. Got it. Like when you find that there's like somebody doing a mugging in a superhero trope universe, that's what they're wearing. Or they're like color coordinated to whatever villain hired them. Which is somehow more embarrassing. Like, I would rather just wear jeans than wear this little riddle onesie that I bought for you. Like, it's got riddles all over it.
At least, like, wear jeans and maybe, like, a logo.
Yeah, like
that would be cool.
Like, yeah, no, wear your office geared for being a villain goon, which is the...
Everyone must come in a 3-piece suit and a tie and some good running shoes.
You wear their customized like work day like polo tee with a little like embroidery on it.
Hi, my name is.
Yeah, my.
Taking a note of that. Scarlet Sentinel, what is your question?
What here can I use to not cause as much damage, like as little damage as possible when I jump in on this? Just in general, let's try not to like break someone's arm when trying to save someone.
Yeah, you have to be careful, especially since this is probably not long after you lost your strength and then got it back again. So you're still getting used to it again.
Not that long after. Because, like, I had that happen in my teen years. And this is, like, I am probably about 18 now, like, in this. Because I'm about 21, 22 present day stuff.
You do a quick assessment of the fight, and your best bet is going to be to get behind the attacker and pull him away from the person he is attacking. And if you're able to do it sneakily without him noticing until it's too late, you will have a better chance of minimizing any potential collateral damage. Get control of the situation before he realizes you're involved.
Just because at this point, like, I'm still struggling to, like, hold back my strength a little bit and not hurt anybody unnecessarily. Like, I'm good at it now. I've got that down, but when I was still relearning how to use my strength, I was still trying to hold back on some of that extra oomph to my attacks. Clearly, the person getting mugged is in the greatest danger, so I don't need to worry about that. Most vulnerable to me would probably be the attacker.
Do you want to save your second question for later?
I don't know if I need a second question per se. So I think I'm just going to use the information from my first question and make that plan in my head to jump in and pull the guy off the civilian.
Alright, now that the two of you have taken stock of the situation but haven't noticed each other yet, who acts first? Scarlet or Kid Phoenix?
I usually come in through alleyways.
Yeah, no,
Because that's where the most stuff happens.
So we've got Kid Phoenix going first. What do you do?
I skate in and I jump off of the skateboard and use my telekinesis to kind of whirl it around, and aiming it square at the mugger. I assume they're trying to mug this person.
Given the information you have, that is a safe assumption.
I'm trying to separate the mugger from the muggy, using my skateboard. So I'm gonna try to use the flat end to like push the mugger against the wall.
Roll to unleash your powers.
So yeah, well here goes. Oh, not terrible. We love to see it. We always love the pleasant surprise of my rolls being okay. That's plus freak, right? Or plus danger. Plus freak, then okay, in that case, I got a 10.
Hey! Yay!
Yeah.
Describe what this looks like as you use your telekinesis to use your skateboard to break up this fight.
I use the skateboard. It is branded with my branding. Like it is the Kid Phoenix skateboard. Well-known era of Kid Phoenix. It had its detractors, but there's no denying it was kind of fun while it lasted. But yeah, it takes the skateboard, almost like telekinetically shoves it between the two people, and then using the flat end just pushes the person in the crime outfit, as previously described, against the wall to kind of pin them in place.
Before you get a chance to react, Scarlet Sentinel, you see Kid Phoenix skateboard onto the street, hop off, and use his telekinesis to use his skateboard to separate the two, and then he pins the attacker to the wall. What do you do?
Kid Phoenix has already got the guy on the ground. I kind of step out. I'm like, well, that saves me some work.
Oh, geez. Then I turn around and like the skateboard almost like shudders a little bit and like almost drops, and I turn around and I focus again, and I'm like, oh, geez, I gotta work on that. Worry not. I got him.
I see that, yeah.
It's taking a good amount of my focus to make sure there's enough force on the skateboard to both not break it and to pin this person. Can you check on the civilian? I'm not trying to direct you as to what to do. I really need to focus on this until I can get some Phoenix cuffs on this guy. So can you check on the civilian?
Can I make an assumption that the civilian's already run off?
I don't know. Yeah, like what's the civilian up to?
The civilian is nowhere to be seen.
Oh, that's weird.
Well, they're gone, so I assume they're fine.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
thanks. Here, I'm gonna... Oh, geez, okay. And I walk over to where the skateboard is holding the guy, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? Like, what was the plan here? Come on.
The man in black starts gesturing like he's talking. You can see his mouth moving, but you don't hear anything.
Oh.
You might want to release some of the pressure on his throat.
Oh no, it shouldn't be, and I release a little bit of the pressure. Yeah, I thought it was like the chest, the longboard, so it can fit around most people.
You release the pressure, which was around his chest, and he keeps motioning like he's talking. You can see his mouth moving, seems very agitated, but you still cannot hear anything.
Oh yeah, that's not me. I don't think I'm doing that.
Can I use my second question? What here can I use to figure out why he's not talking? Like, does he have like no tongue, or is there like something around it? Like, is he wearing something that looks weird?
You approach cautiously, trying to figure out why you can't hear what this person is saying. And as you step onto the sidewalk, it's like the sound shifts and you suddenly find that you can hear him. Meanwhile, Marcus, you who haven't moved, can still hear absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Huh.
Madigan, you hear him saying, I promise this isn't what it looks like. I work here. I'm a security guard. I must have lost my badge in the tussle, but I promise I wasn't trying to harm anyone. I was just trying to stop a thief. This isn't what it looks like.
What is going on with you?
Kid, maybe step on the sidewalk. There's something here blocking sound.
Oh, okay.
You can see her talking. You can't hear her.
Oh!
Like the come here motion.
Yeah, I hold the skateboard in place and I take a step onto the sidewalk.
You step onto the sidewalk, experience the same shift in sound that Scarlet Sentinel experienced, and now you can hear her.
Sorry, can you say that again, dude?
The man repeats what he said. He's not attempting to move. He's keeping his hands where he can see them, and he just repeats that he's a security guard, he dropped his badge, and he was trying to stop a thief.
Ha!
Oh god.
Alrighty then.
Did I get the wrong guy?
Not on purpose. I was gonna jump in and do the same thing, dude.
Oh gosh, okay. I dropped. Why can't we hear him though?
I have no idea.
Okay, I'm gonna drop the skateboard. I let it fall and I yoink it back into my hand like a yo-yo.
So where exactly does this guy work again? Did he say?
The guard explains, I work for a company called Cypher Tech. This is one of their R&D facilities, and you know the building does have the Cypher Tech logo on it. They've been working on some new forms of communication technology for Aegis and the Hero Institute and a couple of other organizations, and this is where they had the prototype, and I think that's probably what was stolen.
Well, that can't be good. So I assume that's probably like, yeah, technology stuff. That can't be good. Can I pull my little pocket computer thing and look it up? Because it'd be a heck of a lot faster for me to look it up than this guy tell me what's going on.
Roll mundane is you are basically just Googling this information.
Yeah. That would be a 10.
You start searching, and everything this man is saying lines up. Cyphertech is pretty well known. It's a well-known company that does a lot of work with Aegis, creating things to facilitate protection and communication between supers, as well as they have it more widely available as well. But there's nothing on the current projects, at least nothing that fits what he's describing, but it makes sense that they wouldn't have it if it was still in development. The details mostly line up. It fits.
Ah! Oh no! Ooh, yeah. Why has it gotta be the supers? Why has it gotta be related to that? Dang
Oh
it.
gosh. Okay, so this guy was security. He messed up. That other guy stole some stuff. Or the other person stole some stuff. We got... I look around for, like, tracks? Or, like, I don't know. Like, it's a road, I guess. Like, do I see, like, maybe where he might have run off to?
It's pretty late, so the street around you is completely empty, and you currently have no idea where the thief went. He's just gone.
Do you know what was taken?
The guard says, I think it's one of the communication prototypes that Cyphertech is working on. Normally they have 2 people on guard at all times, but my coworker called in sick, so it's just me tonight. Normally they'd get someone else to cover, but everyone else was otherwise occupied, and my coworker decided to call in last minute because he wanted to try and muscle through it, but he couldn't.
Sure. If that's suspicious, that might be a good place to start. Where does your partner live?
He lives on the other side of town, but I don't think he's involved. He sounded pretty awful when he called. And I know him pretty well. He's pretty on the up and up. It may be best to have you two go after the thief before that he can disappear completely with the prototype. I can call some friends and see if I can get someone to check on my coworker while you handle that.
Yeah, we'd probably get there a lot faster.
True. Wait, how are you gonna get there fast? It looks like you walked.
I point down the alley and you could see a motorcycle just like 15 feet down.
Whoa. I look at my skateboard a little forlornly.
No sidecar yet.
Yeah.
Do you want to roll to assess the situation?
Well, that's what I was asking.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. The curse, it follows me.
Oh, no.
It's a 4.
Mark a potential.
That's true. Wait, time displaced potential. Fancy.
Ooh.
I am failing so often, I'm running out of...
So long as you don't use it to start speedrunning your Doom track, pretty please.
Well, here's the other thing. One of my advancements is to clear a Doom sign, so it'll take me longer. I just roll really badly.
Just keep dropping like 1s and 2s.
Like, I if anything, Marcus probably feels guilty because he just, like, pinned the wrong guy to the wall.
Scarlet Sentinel, would you like to roll to assess the situation?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, we're so bad.
We are on opposite sides of the spectrum.
Woo!
You get low, I roll double 5s. I was like randomly rolling before you asked me if I wanted to assess the situation. They were all rolling like super low. I'm like, where are these rolls before? Because I need to like get my potentials going.
That's true. You can borrow some of my bad luck for dice if you need it.
Okay, cool.
I will not miss it.
Just not in like really important situations. I don't
no.
really want to end up with like a bullet in my body anywhere.
Oh yeah, obviously. There's various traps on doorways.
So I rolled a 10. What here can I use to trap the guy who ran away? And how could we best end this quickly?
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
Like we really goofed it up. We grabbed the wrong person. Let's see what we can do.
The guard explains, we do have some sort of tracking system embedded in the programming of the prototypes for situations like this. Which, by the way, there's no hard feelings. If you're able to help me get this fixed, no one needs to know how it all started.
Yeah, I give him a little salute. Like, I appreciate that you understand the awkwardness of the situation. Thank you.
I can give you the details so you can track it.
Oh, you can ping it.
Oh.
Scarlet, you plug in the information, and while it doesn't show you exactly where it is at this distance, you can use it to figure out what direction the thief went in, and theoretically it'll get more precise as you get closer.
I just envision getting a little bit of like the information, and then if you guys have watched Futurama where they go into like what's it called, the bureaucrat building where she's like cold, hot, like tracking with her wrist thing.
I think as I watch you like do hacking things after like noticing that you're like in all red, presumably very strong, I'm like starting to put the pieces together. I'm like, wait a minute. Sorry, I know you're like hacking something. Are you Big Red?
My eyebrow just slowly raises when I look at him. I'm like,
I picture this conversation is happening while you walk.
Yeah, we're following the track.
Okay.
Yeah, we're following the tracks at this point. We're not I wouldn't just mention this to a random security guard.
We're on my bike then, because then we're gonna track that way.
Okay.
And I'll have it like the little computer set up like right where right above my handlebars, because I've got like a little thing in here with like a little screen, and we're just tracking that.
This is 17-year-old Marcus, so I
Yeah.
imagine that while waiting, he's just doing little tricks on the skateboard. Just doing like a quick little ollie, like a little.
So is Kid Phoenix on the motorcycle, or are you on your skateboard?
Yeah, no, I was thinking that if you drive off with your motorcycle, I was gonna like, I believe the term for it is skitching, where you like hang from a car on a skateboard, but I will just be using telekinesis, which is way more dangerous.
Oh yeah, because if I take a corner real wide.
Well, I mean, at the worst case, I can like buffer my own.
Yeah.
I'm thankfully pretty like accident resistant.
I'm also pretty crazy on my bike.
That's true.
You have been listening to Queen City Supers, a graveyard tape side story using the game Masks. Masks: A New Generation is a superhero role-playing game in which a team of young heroes fights villains, saves lives, and tries to figure out who they are. Featuring Caitlin as Madigan, aka Scarlet Sentinel, the Janus. Jess as Bethany Bertolucci, aka Glider, the Beacon. Ian as Marcus, aka Kid Phoenix, the Doomed. And Brianna Jean as the Keeper and Producer.